Okay, so perhaps rate the strike there first out of 10.
Strike wasn't as good.
Yep.
Didn't feel as good, 6.
Okay. Then talk me through how...
Routine felt better over the ball. I was aimed to my target.
Great.
Which was like this sort of thing down here. So that was good and felt a bit more looser over the ball, like you said, just sort of moving the weight.
Good.
A bit more dynamic over the ball. Felt a bit more comfortable than being rigid.
Great. And then in terms of, so you're in that sort of ready state to perform the shot, and then how committed were you towards the target, do you feel?
More committed towards the target than I was on the shot before.
Yep, excellent.
Which was just that way, but this one was much more over the target line, and it was just the strike that didn't feel so good.
Okay, did the rhythm change at all in between those two swings? So the one that went left and that shot there?
Probably not. Probably not.
Stay the same?
Still a bit more focused on the swing and the ball and the positions.
Yeah, okay.
It's not right.
How well do you feel like you were setting up with those two swings?
Setup was good. On the second one, setup felt better.
Great.
I felt a bit more confident about where I was going and what I was doing.
Yep. Okay.
As opposed to leaving it to chance.
So at this point, it's probably more just getting a better understanding of where you need to start and executing that routine, so that becomes more familiar. So there's a bit more comfort associated to it. So at this point, it could be just more a matter of developing more reps of that routine to get the maximum out of the swing.
Yep.
Yeah, and out of the shot.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Now, would you be unhappy with that result?
It's in the fairway.
It's in the fairway. Yep.
It sort of cut away a bit.
Yep.
It's a long way from the target. The target was bunkers, so I'm not that happy with it.
Yep.
But if we're talking about a shot that I can play, it's a shot that I can play. Contact on the first one felt much better. It felt much more powerful, and had a better sort of ball flight and everything.
Yep.
So if my target's the bunkers, I'm under a bit.
Okay. Question for you would be: was there a difference between tee heights between the first one and the second one?
The second one was a bit higher.
Yep. So what potentially could they have done to the strike point, do you think, on the club?
Well, it could have been higher on your face.
Yep.
Weaker.
Yep. And maybe a little bit underneath the ball, so that warrants that high right shot. So that small 1% could be enough to, be the difference.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah. So I think we might have one more go at it.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. Okay, so talk me through the steps there, and then what did you notice between that strike and then the previous one and the outcome?
So, same routine setup. Pick my target a bit closer to the ball this time.
Good.
Because that felt a bit easier. I think my first time my target was a bit out in front of me, almost on the periphery of my vision.
So that's a big learning there. Yep.
So I brought it just up here.
Excellent.
And I think I set up square to that target,
Yes, you
which
did.
was good.
Yep.
Kept that dynamic movement, which helps me, I think.
Takes a lot of tension out, doesn't it?
Takes the tension out because I get really rigid.
Yep.
Because and then on that one, I felt contact was good. I almost felt I swung a bit easier on that one. I kind of tried not to really swing heavy.
Good rhythm going back, especially.
Yeah.
And I think that gives you that opportunity to separate that upper and lower body a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is going to be probably a big thing going forward for us.
My tendency might be to get a bit quick.
Yes.
Going back.
Yep.
And I'm also think I've got a tendency of sort of sucking it back, so I'm trying to just almost an easier swing, and I'm almost trying to think the club head being faster as opposed to me being faster.
Yeah, and I would say if we had to ask someone, like perhaps a friend, and describe your character, what would be one word that they would summarise you in?
I don't, probably a bit analytical and rational and.
Yep. So we've got to look at it and go, well, we've got to use that persona to our advantage in the game. So the analytics of distance control, dispersion will be a huge asset to you.
Yep.
Okay. And then I would look at, you come across quite a sort of calm demeanour as well. So using a calm wording when performing the swing can help.
Yep.
Okay, so if we had to stand up over the ball there and make a swing, maybe like what word could you use to summarise? Is it a calm swing?
No, It's funny you mention that. I think when I hit it best, it is a smooth, calm. Smooth is...
Smooth.
Yeah.
So let's use that wording when we perform the shots in future and going, okay, right, smooth.
Yeah.
So when you're doing your rehearsal swings, you could say, I'll preload the smooth swing, which summarises you. So there's a sense of familiarity with it all.
Yeah. Because I feel I'm at my worst when I'm tense and rigid, and the swing just feels horrible.
Yeah.
But those ones, all of the commonality in all of the swings that feel good and work well is smooth and easy.
Smooth and easy. Yep.
And
excellent.
I'm not thinking about distance. I'm just thinking about just a good swing and a good impact. And the ball
and smooth and easy helps you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
It does.
Real good. All right, very well done. How often does that happen?
Not very often.
Yeah. Okay, so how did it happen? So what steps did you take to give you the best chance of that happening?
It was the smooth and easy thought in my head.
Brilliant.
Was it at 100%? I didn't feel like I swung out of my shoes there.
Could you identify what it might be?
I would have been down, 75, sort of 80.
Brilliant.
Like I had a bit left in the tank.
Yeah, great.
But I thought that way it's smoother.
Yes.
Yep. Felt a bit more centered in that swing. Like I didn't necessarily feel like I was doing a lot of forward and back swing. Yeah. And it was bang on the target. Just that, and again that routine of just keeping a bit loose before I hit, as opposed to be very rigid and set before I hit and tense. I felt helped it swing smoother.
Excellent. And was there anything else that you did well, do you think?
Felt like a fairly normal swing, other than that, just a bit of a lack of tension.
Yep.
May have been a bit shorter than usual. I don't know.
Okay. Would you like to hear what I thought the way you did? So all of the above what you just mentioned, like smoother swing, really good clarity on the target.
Yeah.
And then the routine with the throw arm a bit more tucked and opening the body to the short target. I think that sets up excellent with keeping the posture dynamic, and then you looking up at the target and then going right, I'm ready. And then the wording of the smooth, you own that. That's you. So I think you've got a faster and easier recall of performing the swing when you go through that smooth focus. Yeah, it was excellent, really good.
Oh, good.
Good, well done.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good off the face too. Like I don't know where I can't quite pick where I got it, but it just.
So now we have a strategy, a routine that's going to give you a high chance of success then. And then what would that do to your confidence?
Oh, change it completely. Straight up.
Good, and then that allows us to access new things.
Yeah.